I'm going to start calling Biden, and I know a lot of you are going to take exception, especially my most progressive brethren is going to take exception, a progressive in neoliberal clothing, because I am starting to hear some keywords that are getting to me. But I want to play something that Biden said today, and here is what he had to say. So check this out, and then vamos a tomarlo en el otro lado. We'll then take it on the other side.
I'm not out to punish anyone. I'm a capitalist. If you can make $1 million or $1 billion, that's great. God bless you. All I'm asking is you pay your fair share. The top 1%, for example, evade an estimated $160 billion in taxes that they owe each year. Not new taxes, taxes that they owe. 55 most profitable corporations in America paid zero in federal income taxes, what amounted to $40 billion in profit. My economic plan will change that. Republican friends in Congress don't want to change the law. My Republican friends are attacking my plan, saying it's big spending. Let me remind you, these are the same folks who just 4 years ago passed the Trump tax cut, totaling almost $2 trillion in tax cuts. A giant giveaway to the largest corporations in the top 1%. And listen to this. Almost none of that $2 trillion tax cut was paid for. It just ballooned the federal deficit. In fact, the unpaid bills racked up by the last administration are projected to increase the national debt by more than $8 trillion over it. What I'm proposing is totally different from that approach for 3 reasons. First, my plan is paid for because our investments are paid for by making sure that corporations and wealthy Americans pay their fair share. Second, we're not going to raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. That's a lot of money. The middle class are going to get some tax cuts, some breaks. My plan benefits ordinary Americans, not those at the top who don't need the help. It's a historic middle-class tax cut. Taxes for over 50 million families. My Republican friends are making a different choice, though. Rather protect the tax breaks of those at the very top than give tax breaks to working families. It's that simple. But let me ask you this. Where is it written that all the tax breaks in the American tax code go to corporations and the very top? I think it's enough. I'm tired of it. For me, it's pretty simple. It's about time working people got the tax breaks in this country. That's what my plan does. This is from 15 Nobel laureates in economics. Quote, because this agenda, the one I'm talking about, mine, because this agenda invests in long-term economic capacity and will enhance the ability of more Americans to participate productively in the economy. It will ease long-term inflationary pressures. It will ease it. Let me highlight just a few provisions of my plan. My plan lowers the cost of daycare and childcare and elder care for families. And the added benefit of allowing millions of people, mostly women, who are not able to go back to work because of very young family members or elderly people they're taking care of. Allow them to go back to work. It's estimated in the millions can't go back. It lowers health care premiums for millions of families. It lowers prescription drug costs by giving Medicare the power to negotiate lower drug prices. And it strengthens Medicare by adding dental, vision, and hearing coverage for if you're on Medicare. It also extends a tax cut for families with kids that we passed in the American Rescue Plan in March. All of this will mean thousands of dollars in savings for the average American family on some of the toughest and most important bills they have to pay every month. My Republican friends talk a lot about inflation, but if you want to talk about actually lowering the cost of living for people in this country, my plan does just that. By strengthening the capacity of our economy, will also reduce inflationary pressures over the long run. Here's something else my plan does. It confronts the crisis of extreme weather events that we're seeing all around us and around the world, but just here in America. We see it everywhere. We can't wait to act. Extreme weather, just last year, cost the American public $99 billion in damage. And unfortunately, we're likely to break that record this year. Now we have to act, and we have to act fast. And my plan does that. Let me end with this. This pandemic has been god-awful for so many reasons, but it does present us with an opportunity to build an economy that gives working people a fair shot this time. We can restore some sanity and fairness to our tax code. We can make the investments that we know are long overdue in this nation. That's exactly what my bipartisan infrastructure plan does. Investments in roads, bridges, highways, clean water in every home and every school, universal broadband, quality, affordable places for families to live. And we can invest in our people, giving our families a little help with their toughest expenses, like daycare, childcare, elder care, prescription drugs, healthcare, preparing the young people to compete against any country in the world with preschool and community college. This is an opportunity to be the nation we know we can be. A nation where all of us, not just those at the top, are getting to share the benefits of a growing economy in the years ahead. Let's not squander this moment trying to preserve an economy that hasn't worked too well for Americans for a long time. Let's not look backward, just trying to rebuild what we had. Let's look forward together as one America, not to build back, but to build back better.
All right, I'm going to explain neoliberal in a little bit, Ms. Lopez. But for those of you that are on YouTube, please go ahead and click that thumbs up. I need you to help us get the channel some likes. I understand that there's some new things with the algorithms with the like. So please, if you're on right now, please go ahead and click that thumbs up button right now. Neoliberal is somebody who absolutely believes in what people like to call free market capitalism. By the way, capitalism isn't really free market at all. You know, I've explained all of that in my book, How to Make America Utopia. It is a fallacy. They have to make you believe that the market is free so that you can go for all the shenanigans that occurs under capitalism. You have to be invited in, etc., 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 but that's for another day. It's a person also who believe in strong deregulation. They believe in this thing called free market economics and all of that. So whenever we talk somebody about a neoliberal, you know what we're talking about. We're talking about that person that believe in those types of policies. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.